Ever wondered what would happen if you journeyed into space without an astronaut suit? This question, often the stuff of science fiction, has captured imaginations for decades. We've seen dramatic portrayals on the silver screen, with astronauts heroically braving the cosmos unprotected. Yet the truth might be more shocking than any Hollywood blockbuster. Reality, as they say, can often be stranger than fiction. So, strap in, fasten your seatbelts, and hold your breath. We're about to dive deep into the cosmos and uncover the stark reality. Scene script. Space, the final frontier. A vacuum that is not as empty as we might think. Let's put on our imaginary space helmets and venture into the void. What do you think we'll find? I'll give you a hint. It's not the friendly neighborhood vacuum cleaner. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Space is a vacuum, and it's an incredibly hostile place for us humans. Let's start with the most fundamental need for life: oxygen. In space, there's no air to breathe, no oxygen, no life. It's as simple as that. When you're out there, without a suit, you'd suffocate in seconds. Not a pleasant thought, is it? Now let's talk about temperature. Space isn't just cold, it's extremely cold. In the shadow of an object, temperatures can drop to minus 275 degrees Fahrenheit, just a few degrees above absolute zero. But don't think that stepping into the sunlight will warm you up. In direct sunlight, temperatures can soar to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Without a suit to regulate your body temperature, you'd either freeze or cook, neither of which sounds particularly enjoyable. And then there's radiation. Without the Earth's atmosphere to act as a protective shield, cosmic rays and solar radiation bombard your body, damaging cells and DNA. This intense radiation can lead to serious health issues like cancer and acute radiation sickness. But wait, there's more. In the vacuum of space, the lack of pressure can cause the fluids in your body to boil at body temperature, a condition known as ebulism. This isn't like boiling a pot of water on the stove. No, this is your blood and other body fluids turning into gas while still inside you. So without a suit, we'd be in quite a bind, but there's more to consider. Scene script. Without a suit, our body would be subjected to the harsh realities of space, and believe me, it's not a pretty sight. The human body is a marvel, a delicate balance of systems and processes meticulously designed for life on Earth. But what happens when we remove that earthly context? Let's delve into the scientific studies and explore what would happen to the human body in space without a suit. Firstly, the vacuum of space will have an immediate effect. The lack of atmospheric pressure means that the air in your lungs would expand, leading to a condition known as barotrauma. This abrupt expansion can rupture lung tissue, causing severe internal damage. But that's not all. The vacuum would also cause the fluids in your body to boil at body temperature. This phenomenon, known as ebulism, could lead to gas bubbles blocking your blood flow, a potentially fatal condition called decompression sickness. Now let's talk about oxygen, or more accurately, the lack of it. The absence of oxygen in space would cause you to lose consciousness in about 15 seconds. This lack of oxygen would also trigger a process called hypoxia, where your cells start to die due to oxygen starvation. But the horrors don't stop there. Without the Earth's protective atmosphere, you'd be exposed to extreme temperatures, swinging wildly between scorching and freezing depending on whether you're in direct sunlight or shadow. And let's not forget about the intense radiation. Without the protection of a suit, your body would be bombarded with high-energy particles that could lead to radiation sickness or even mutations in your DNA. In the face of these terrifying prospects, it's clear that our bodies are not designed to survive in the harsh environment of space. The human body is, after all, a product of Earth, finely tuned to its conditions. In essence, space without a suit is a quick yet horrifying end. But what if we could somehow survive? In theory, surviving in space without a suit is next to impossible. But for the sake of argument, let's explore the impossible. Delving into the realm of the hypothetical, let's picture a situation where you find yourself stranded in space sans the protective cocoon of a spacesuit. It's a grim scenario, yes, but not entirely without a sliver of hope. The key to survival in this extreme situation lies in a concept known as rapid decompression. Rapid decompression is a sudden drop in pressure surrounding the body, akin to what you'd experience if you were suddenly thrust into the vacuum of space. When this happens, the gases dissolved in your body fluids would rapidly expand, causing severe damage. However, contrary to popular belief, you wouldn't explode. Instead, you'd bloat up, but your skin would be resilient enough to hold you together. Uncomfortable, no doubt, but not instantly lethal. The vacuum of space would also cause the moisture on the surface of your body, like the tears in your eyes or the saliva in your mouth, to boil off. But again, you wouldn't cook like a turkey in an oven. Rather, you'd feel a chill as the evaporating moisture cools your skin. The real kicker, though, is oxygen deprivation. Within a mere 15 seconds, you'd lose consciousness. Your brain, starved of essential oxygen, would shut down. Death would follow within a few minutes. But here's the silver lining. If you were to be rescued within those few minutes, it's theoretically possible you could survive. You'd suffer from severe injuries, of course. Decompression sickness, radiation exposure, possible tissue damage from the rapid boiling of moisture. But with prompt medical attention, you might just pull through. It's a bit like falling into freezing water. If you're pulled out quickly enough and given immediate medical care, you could survive an experience that would ordinarily be lethal. While it's an unlikely scenario, it's fascinating to ponder the limits of human endurance. Now that we've explored the harsh reality of space, it's clear why astronaut suits are so essential. These suits, often referred to as extravehicular mobility units or EMUs, are marvels of technology. They're not just designed to look cool. Every single detail, every stitch, every layer has a purpose. Let's break down the astronaut's suit into its components. First, there's the liquid cooling and ventilation garment, which is worn directly on the astronaut's body. It's a complex network of tubes circulating water to regulate body temperature, ensuring astronauts don't overheat or freeze. Then comes the primary life support system, a backpack-like device that supplies astronauts with oxygen for breathing and for suit pressurization. It also scrubs carbon dioxide from the air, regulating humidity and even providing drinking water. Next is the helmet, which is much more than a simple protective headgear. It includes a communication carrier assembly, allowing astronauts to stay in touch with mission control and their fellow space travelers. The helmet also has a gold-plated visor to shield the eyes from the glaring, unfiltered sunlight. The outer layer of the suit is made of a blend of high-strength materials designed to resist punctures and tears that could occur from micrometeoroids. It also protects against temperature extremes and harmful solar radiation. But what about mobility? Spacesuits are designed to be flexible, allowing astronauts to perform intricate tasks with their hands and move around in zero gravity. Remember, in space, there is no atmosphere to filter the sun's harmful rays, no air to breathe, and the temperature can swing between extremes in seconds. Without the protection of a spacesuit, an astronaut would be exposed to these harsh conditions with catastrophic consequences. The suit isn't just about survival, though. It also carries tools, cameras, and other equipment needed for spacewalks and experiments. It's a wearable spacecraft, a personal habitat that allows humans to live and work in the most hostile environment known to us. In the end, these suits are not just uniforms, but lifesavers in the vast emptiness of space. So, what have we learned from this cosmic journey? Our exploration has taken us through the vast emptiness of the cosmos, where we've confronted the chilling reality of space without the protective embrace of an astronaut suit. We've discovered that space is a vacuum, a void absent of air, pressure, and temperature, a place where our earthly bodies are not naturally equipped to survive. We've learned that our bodies, so perfectly adapted for life on Earth, would struggle against the harsh conditions of space. Without the protective shield of a suit, the lack of oxygen would cause us to lose consciousness in just 15 seconds. The absence of atmospheric pressure could result in the boiling of our body fluids, and exposure to unfiltered cosmic radiation might lead to severe health problems. In the face of these stark realities, we've come to understand the crucial role of astronaut suits. These marvels of engineering are not just clothing, but life support systems, designed to shield us from the unforgiving conditions of the cosmos. They provide oxygen, regulate temperature, and protect against radiation, making space exploration possible. In conclusion, the allure of space is undeniable, but it is also a world of extremes, where survival without the right protection is impossible. Next time you look up at the stars, remember, space is beautiful but also deadly. Always respect the cosmos and its rules.